Hello and welcome to World in 5. Zimbabwe is confident of Japan's backing in its bid to secure a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council, leveraging the two nations' growing bilateral relation, President Mnangagwa has said. The president met with Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba on the sidelines of the ongoing 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD. Zimbabwe's bid for a non-permanent seat at the UN Security Council for the 2027 to 2028 term has already been endorsed by both the SADC and the AU and other global powers. Zimbabwe eyeing a UN Security Council non-permanent seat for 2027 to 2028, the president said there is nothing that could hinder Japan, the fourth largest economy in the world, from supporting the country's bid at the UN.
Well, as you are fully aware, we're happy to have met again after some time. The relations between Zimbabwe and Japan continue to strengthen, and this incident also confirms the warmth of relations between Zimbabwe and Japan. And I have no doubt that when we meet later on, we shall go into more extensive and comprehensive discussions. I have no doubt, considering the warm relations that exist between the two countries, I don't see any constraint that would constrain them from supporting our bid.
Vice President Kembo Mohadi has called on Southern African Development Community member states to deepen economic cooperation and enhance trade among themselves in a bid to attain economic emancipation and transform the region into a formidable economic bloc. In his remarks while interfacing with the Boma community after revisiting the Boma mass grave in Moxico province in Angola, he emphasized that unity and mutual support among SADC nations on economic matters would accelerate the attainment of economic independence. The vice president said while the region secured political freedom decades ago, the ultimate goal of total emancipation can only be realized when member states take full control of their economic resources.
We are very far away from being independent.
Nós já temos nossas independências há bom tempo.
Well, we got our political independence, which is political emancipation.
Nós conseguimos então a nossa emancipação política.
In the early 70s and in the 80s, the 90s.
Nos finais dos anos 70 e no princípio dos anos 80 e também no princípio dos anos 90.
It is indeed true that we have our own parliaments.
É graças às nossas independências que hoje possuímos os nossos próprios parlamentos.
We have got our own judicial systems.
Conseguimos os nossos sistemas judiciais.
We have got our own executive.
E temos também os nossos próprios executivos.
But the ultimate goal,
mas o objetivo último
for total emancipation of a people
é a total emancipação das pessoas.
Is that when you get your own economic independence.
A strong warning has been issued to those using the names of the president and his deputies for their gain. Secretary for Presidential Affairs and Devolution, Engineer Tafadzo Muguti, delivered the warning in Harare on Wednesday. Name dropping is a practice of casually mentioning the names of famous or powerful people one knows or claims to know in order to impress their victims and gain favors.
We are seeing that especially in party provinces, there are people writing letters asking for land, asking for donations, using the party's name. And there are other people who are likewise giving themselves certain powers, writing letters on behalf of government. I would like to caution those people that we are on to them. As the Office of the President and Cabinet, we will not stand aside and watch people enrich themselves with the name of our principles and the name of the party at large. We are undergoing extensive investigations as the Office of the President and Cabinet, and we are aware who these people are. And we've also noticed that the same individuals have now invaded the yellow and red zones of the Harare International Airport. I would like to make it very clear and categorically clear that the President presidential title deeds program is not going to be a certificate of authenticity for criminals.
Over 20,000 Jehovah's Witnesses are set to converge on the National Sports Stadium in Harare this weekend for an international convention. Thousands of delegates from more than 16 countries have started arriving in Zimbabwe, a development that has seen hotels fully booked and the local tourism sector enjoying a major boost.
The National Sports Stadium is usually the home of football, but this weekend it transforms into the center of a global religious gathering. Jehovah's Witnesses bring their international convention back to Harare with over 20,000 people expected in the capital, one of the 15 cities selected nationwide to host an international 3-day religious event.
We are expecting at least 2,000 international delegates coming, and we are expecting about 20,000 to 25,000 local attendees for each one. For the second one, we are also expecting about as well 2,000 international delegates. So in total, this makes it 4,000 international delegates coming in.
Beyond the stadium walls, the biggest winners are in hospitality and tourism. Hotels in and around the capital are fully booked, while lodges, Airbnbs and restaurants are also cashing in. Tour operators are also reporting brisk business ahead of the event.
These people coming around from all over the world to visit our beautiful country. And the love that the lady was talking about earlier on, we've already had some delegates who came from America and Nigeria, actually.
The U.S. has reached bilateral deportation agreements with Honduras and Uganda as part of its crackdown on illegal immigration. Uganda has agreed to tackle an unclear number of African and Asian migrants who claimed asylum on the U.S.-Mexico border, while Honduras will receive several hundred deported people from Spanish-speaking countries. The move is part of an attempt by Donald Trump's administration to get more countries to accept deported migrants who are not their own citizens. Under the agreement, Uganda has agreed to accept deported migrants as long as they do not have criminal histories. Honduras agreed to receive migrants over 2 years, including families traveling with children. That's all we had for you on World in 5. Good afternoon.